Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Moondrops Distillery. This is their double oaked bourbon whiskey, coming in at a 60.38% ABV, at least 6 years old. So, Moondrops Distillery is actually based out of the Indianapolis, Indiana area, and they do a lot of sourcing from MGP right now. It looks like they actually have some fermentation tanks going on and getting ready to start producing and aging their own products, which is awesome to see, especially being a local distillery for me. This is their double oaked MGP bourbon. And essentially, this was kind of like a distillery exclusive. However, you can find in the surrounding areas around Indianapolis, Meyer did a single barrel select for these. So on top of it being a double oak product, this is also single barrel and barrel proof. On top of that, they do tell us the mash bill that was used on this one, which is 60% corn, 36 rye, and 4% malted barley. And I will tell you that I visited a Meyer more recently here in Indiana, and they actually still had some of these on the shelf. So if you're a hunter or if you enjoy this review, you probably could still find it out and about. So let's just go and jump into the bottle itself. I do love their logo and everything. Big props to that. Get Meyer Select on the side here. You can find they'd also do a standard bourbon, a single barrel bourbon as well. And they more recently started releasing, they did a partnership with the Pacers basketball team, so you can actually find their bottles around as well. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hang around for a bit, become a member if you'd like. If you're interested in some other reviews over Moondrop Distillery's bottlings, whenever I get a chance to check out some of their others, they'll be linked up above and down below. They also have a barrel-proof bourbon that I've been really tempted to pick up. Along with their single barrel and again their standard bourbon. I've gotten to try them at like a bourbon fest, but haven't picked them up yet. I mean, look how red that is. It's like cherry Coca-Cola syrup red. Alrighty, let's go for notes. Ooh, that is rich. Chocolatey. You get a nice layer of corn sweetness in here, almost that corn dustiness. Nice rye spiciness in there as well, giving a little bit of an herbal, not much of a medicinal note going on. The barley is really present for me right now, but definitely you can tell this is double oaked. It is heavy handed in those oaky wood sugars, the caramel, the brown sugar, the little bit of vanilla paste going on in here. And I'm starting to get a little bit of a black tea note, which, being that it's got that rye build in there, MGP rye can bring across a tea note for me. So it's like a black tea. That's opening up beautifully. And it's rich chocolate maltiness, that nice layer of black tea in there. That's everything you want in a beautiful double oaked product. Alrighty, let's go for a taste. Oh yeah. Ooh. That coats the palate. Oh my. Ooh, and there's the tea notes. That is great. Right away, getting this big old burst of classic bourbon notes. That oak, the vanilla, the caramel. Deep, rich brown sugars going on here. Almost bruleed brown sugar. The wood sugars from the barrel really cling well. It is oaky. Like, this is a very oaky bourbon, and it's beautiful. Mid palate here starts rounding out with those black tea notes, like an oversteeped black tea. It's rich, a little chocolatey, and then you're getting this kind of finish of just that light tea note, a little bit of an oak spice going on, and then the oakiness, like oily, deep, rich, dark oak going on. That is phenomenal. How it dances on the palate is beautiful. It's rich. The funny thing is, it's not as sweet as like Woodford's double oaked, but it's got the oaky factor you want. The wood sugars are dancing in there. That tea note is beautifully done. For me, it does give me vibes of that deep, rich chocolate ganache. And then it kind of opens up with the black tea notes, mixed in there with that corn sweetness. And I do appreciate that the actual bourbon itself didn't get lost. So you're getting those kind of corn dusty sweet notes, that rye spiciness, and that little wisp of the barley in there. There's no ABV, nothing harsh, no off notes. For me, it definitely comes across at just that right proof point that it's drinks probably closer to like a 57, 58, but it's got a great cling to it and just really rides things home for a beautiful double oak product. That is a beautiful example of a double oaked bourbon. That is great. Alrighty, let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price and it's always going to vary. So I picked this up from Meijer for like $63. And to be honest, it's worth that every day of the week. If it's really 6 years old, almost 7 years old, according to the people I talked with, single barrel, barrel proof at that price point, I can't argue with that. There are times in my market that Woodford double oaked goes up into the mid 50s to low 60s in some areas. So for a little bit more, I can pick this up? Heck yes. No arguments for me any day of the week. Beautiful sip. I do know that they released some of these at 45%, if I remember right, that were distillery exclusives. I'd love to see what that is varying to a cask strength version, because that would put it more in play for a Woodford, and it's kind of hard to compare it because this is 60 compared to like the 45, 46, whatever it is. Much lower ABV on the Woodford, but this could easily replace that as a beautiful sip. For me, it definitely gets a big thumbs up. I might have to grab up a second one just because of that profile. Looks like one that is definitely going to be going up against some other double oaked products that I have, just to do a great A/B comparison. Bravo on this one, guys. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Moondrop Distillery's double oaked bourbon whiskey. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I really like it might not.